Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are making a vegetarian biryani with soya chunks. I have 2 cups of soya chunks, the mixture of the light and the dark. These are the dry soya chunks that I'm using. The dark one imitates meat and the lighter one imitates chicken. So these are my chunks of which I soaked for half an hour and squeezed and drained out the water, and thereafter I marinated it and I made it stand for an hour. In my marinade here I have a tablespoon of mixed masala, a teaspoon of Hurdee, a teaspoon of garam masala, and a teaspoon of dhania Jeera powder, a teaspoon of ginger garlic, a tablespoon of vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of yogurt, and 1/4 cup of oil. So I gave it a good mix and allowed this to stand for 1 hour. Today I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of ghee to fry out my soya chunks. Then for the braising, I have 1/2 cup of oil, 1 onion sliced, and for my biryani mix, I have a teaspoon of saunf, 1 cinnamon stick, 2 bay leaf, 1 star anise, 3 elaichi, 3 cloves. For my masala, I have a teaspoon of mixed masala and 1/2 teaspoon of Hurdee. For tasting, I have 1 teaspoon rough salt. I am not adding extra masala because there is extra masala in my soya chunks. 1/2 cup of biryani dhal I soaked and drained, 2 medium size of tomato cut, a small piece of cabbage, and 1 cup of dubla beans, 1.5 cup of mixed veg. Here I have 5 small potatoes cut in half and deep fried, and 1 carrot that I deep fried. Then for the garnish, I have some lovely fried out onions, and for my greens I've got curry leaf, thyme, and spring onions. We are using the vegetables that we had, but if you have other vegetables, you can go ahead and use them. I've also soaked 3 cups of rice, which will feed 10 to 12 people. Now I'm ready to begin making my biryani. I've got my stove on, moderate heat. I'm going to add in my ghee to my pot. The first step, I'm going to start frying out my soya chunks in this ghee. Now that my ghee is melted, so gradually I'm going to add in my soya chunks to the ghee. I'm going to give the soya chunks a quick fry so it can stay firm in the biryani. It's been 10 minutes and my soya chunks is lightly fried. So I'm just going to take this out. To the same pot that I fried the soya chunks, I'm going to add in my oil, my onions, I'll allow these onions to fry. To my onions, I'm adding in my biryani mix my thyme, and my curry leaf. Now I'll add in my masalas. My cabbage. And my double beans. I'll allow the cabbage to fry. My cabbage is fried out. So now I'm going to put in my biryani dhal. And to my biryani dhal, I'm going to add in my tomatoes. And also my salt. But when I'm going to add my rice in, I'm going to add an additional salt to taste. I give this a good mix. I'll leave this about 10 minutes before adding in the rest of the veg. 10 minutes passed. To this veg, I'm going to add in a cup of water so it allows the biryani dhal, the double beans and the tomatoes to cook out. I will give this another 15 minutes to cook. My 15 minutes has passed. And the water has dried up. So now I'm just going to put in my mixed veg to it. And my soya chunks. I'm going to allow this to simmer for about 5 minutes and then add in my rice, my potatoes and my roasted carrots. 5 minutes passed and now I'm ready to add in my rice. This biryani is not a layered biryani, it's a one pot biryani. I gave this a mix. This rice is still needing to be cooked because it was only soaked. To cook my rice, I have 2 cups of water in this bowl. And to this bowl of water, looking at the curry don't look so rich, so I'm adding in a teaspoon of egg yellow. So it will give the biryani a rich color. I'm going to give this a good mix, and I also got my oven preheated at 150. I'm also going to add the salt for the rice, which was 1 level teaspoon. My water has came to the boil. Now I'm ready to put in my roasted potato and carrot. Give this a good mix. Now I'm ready to pop this pot into the oven I'm going to give it at least half an hour to 45 minutes, but I'm going to keep an eye. If needed more water, I will add water along the way. My biryani is done, and I'm just going to take it out of the oven. While in the oven, I did add another cup of water and we adjusted the salt. I have frozen dhania and some lovely fresh mint from the garden. I'm just going to garnish. My dhania is frozen, so I'm just going to mix it in to the biryani. I'm going to place in my fried onions. And then spring onions and my mint. So now I'm ready to serve. Here you go, your lovely vegetarian biryani made with soya chunks and served with dhal and some lovely salad on the side. Thank you all for watching and enjoy.